Hi everybody, welcome back to NH Easy Hiker. I'm John, and today I am out in Danville, New Hampshire at the Danville Town Forest. We are going to do a 3-mile loop with a couple out and back spur trails. And I've also found out that there's another trail that we can connect to that makes this a 7-mile hike, so we're going to see what we can do. But I'm glad you could join us today and come along for the adventure. Another beautiful day here in the spring in southern New Hampshire. We're hitting about 60 degrees today, partly sunny skies. It's wonderful, I love it. This was a long, hard winter that we had, so great to be getting days like this, like a whole week in a row. Well, we just took the Beaver Lodge little spur trail here. Didn't see a beaver lodge though. I don't know if it's well camouflaged. So we've come to our first point of interest in the Danville Town Forest. This is a wetlands area, but it's also a heron rookery. Great blue herons nest here, and it'd be great if we can see one today. There's actually another spur trail that we're going to run into that brings you around to the other side of this, which I saw marked on one map has a bird blind. So I'm going to check that out when I do get to it, see if I might be able to get some pictures of a heron. So speaking of herons, one time when I was mountain biking in Atkinson, which is actually like just south of here, I came upon, I guess it was a blue heron, scared the living crap out of each other as I came flying down toward him, and he started to take off. You know, my God, what a monstrous bird those things are. And seeing this, 4-foot tall thing flapping its huge wings trying to get airborne as I came clanking in to the scene. It's pretty cool though, closest I've ever been to one. All right, we're coming up on the split. This is where I can go to Split Rock, no pun intended. I guess it's not fun. Or the Overlook. We are going to go to the Overlook. I believe this is where we might be able to get some shots of the herons. As far as being easy to get to, yeah, this place was real easy. It's similar to some of the other trails I've been doing, is off of 111 here in southern New Hampshire. About a 3-mile ride after you take the turn off 111. Small parking lot, but I was able to find a spot, and yeah, real easy to get to. So in terms of getting around out here, it's pretty easy, pretty straightforward, I should say. There are some ups and downs. So far from what I've seen, this split rock trail is probably the most technical and difficult, but even still, it's in the easy category. Yeah, it's really easy to get around. I'm here behind the bird blind, trying to see if I can spot a heron out there. Pretty cool. This was a Eagle Scout project that Dennis Fancourt III did back in 2008. Nice job, Dennis. Pretty cool. All right, well, no luck spotting a heron out there. It's funny how many little tree stumps off in the distance look like a heron bowing into the water. But nothing out here today, not yet anyway. Might stop by again on my way back. Maybe later in the afternoon they come out here to eat. So if I've read the map correctly, eventually this trail will run us into an old fire road. I think it's called Tuckerman. And we can take that fire road out for a little bit towards the west. And there should be another trail that goes north that we'll be able to add like 3 miles to this trip. So I'm gonna check that out when we get there. So okay, so we ran the split rock trail to its end. Came out, it's the Tucker Road. Apologies for calling it Tuckerman before. So we're on the Tucker Road now, which looks like an old fire road. And we took a left onto it, heading west now. And I'm pretty sure this brings us out to another spur trail that can give us some extra mileage. So we're gonna check that out. So not quite sure if I'm on the trail that brings me out for some extra mileage or not. But it's kind of cool. So I've gotten to some sort of peak from those fire roads. They continue to go off in a bunch of directions, and sitting here at the top, nice pile of split firewood that somebody's left here. I don't see any signs of previous fires, but this one's got all the makings of a good time. So actually, probably a good time to note that they just announced a high fire level warning across the entire state. All right, so I just wrapped up a lunch. I'm gonna head back down this fire road, get back down to the Tucker Road and keep heading west on it. I don't think this was the spot that was going to take me out the additional mileage. But it does sound like I'm walking towards gunfire, so I'm gonna need to check out whether or not we can be hunting anything right now. Is this like youth turkey hunt week or something? I don't know, I'll have to look. All right, heading back down the Tucker Road here, heading west. See where this brings us. I know it brings us towards some people shooting guns. Hopefully they're just shooting at a berm and not targeting people with blue shirts. Well, this might be where we're going to be turning around. That looks like a hard thing to cross. We'll see when we get there. Timberland Trail. All right, so I found that trail that gives us the extra mileage. It is the Timberland Trail. There's a sign. So I'm gonna poke up this for a little bit, see what we can see. In terms of terrain, this place is, it's got its ups and downs, a little bit up here and there. We're on kind of an extended up right now, but it's not much. I'll check elevation gain when we get to the end, but I can't imagine it's gonna be more than a few hundred feet. So yeah, so real easy to get around because of that, and the trail conditions. Highly recommend this place. I mean, it feels like a wilderness out here, you know? Don't hear much noise. Not really encountering anybody, and really well laid out, marked, and good time. So right after saying how well laid out and marked the place is, turns out I got off trail. But I ran into a cool dead tree, peeling bark that I want to try some pictures of. All right, back to find the real trail. Where do we go, George? So this Timberland Trail has turned out to be kind of rugged. I like it. It's a nice trail. It probably squeezes up into the moderate category for some, I guess. But it's nice. Nice to have something with a little bit of difficulty-ish to it. here in southern New Hampshire. Well, I think I'm at an impasse here. There is a couple boards there, but I gotta go through water and then across water again once I make it there. Yeah, frankly, I don't feel like sloshing back a couple miles in wet feet, or shoes, I should say. So, all right, time to turn around, and then we'll go pick up the remainder of the loop that we started on. I think I just found the tree of Sauron behind me. I'm gonna try to get some photos. So right now I'm back on the Tucker Road, just past the Split Rock Trail where I had originally got on this road. Now we're gonna go back up, and I'm not sure the name of the trail we're gonna hop back on. And it might be the Sanborn trail. But right now we're a little over 3 miles. I think I'll probably finish at like 3.5, perhaps closer to 4. We'll see. And, you know, not bad for a town forest. And again, we didn't get to do a lot of it because the Timberland trail was closed off with some water. All right, so we are going to jump on the Sanborn trail, which brings us back up to the parking lot. All right, so I am approaching the end here at the Danville Town Forest. What a great place. You know, it's got a 2.8 mile loop that you can do with a couple spur trails that, I mean, you can make this any hike like you want, you know, up to 3 miles right there. And then there's the Timberland trail, which extends it out to a 7 mile with like a, I guess it's a 4 mile out and back-ish. But nice place. You know, had it to myself today. Really enjoyed it, nice and quiet out here. Highly recommend it if you get a chance. Come on out to Danville, New Hampshire, and check out the town forest. All right, so thanks for joining us today on NH Easy Hiker. I hope you enjoyed it, and come back soon. We'll have some more trails to show you. Take care.